Good day everyone, and welcome to the Piney News channel update for April 2016, where I'll look at what I did during the month of March and what my plans are during the month of April. So let's begin with what I did in the month of March. In my Bjorning series, where I had 2 episodes a week, I continued along my quests up in the Kingsfeld, especially doing things in Underharrow. After finishing that, I went into the Eastfold, where I started doing much of the quest there. I've managed to get through the epic story in that area, but I still have many more side quests to go before I continue on. And then, in my Bingo Boffin series, I continued along in there, where I managed to reach into Rohan, and we're just getting in there and learning just how big Rohan is. Finally, I finished the first season of Piney Plays the Archer. There, I don't think things went all that well particularly. I managed to finish the bulk of the first hole of my Minecraft golf course, but my clubhouse didn't get anywhere near finished in there. In my Lotro Hunter series, I've decided that it wasn't quite working out with that particular style. The entire point of that was to learn how the blue line operates on the Hunter, and I decided it doesn't work as well with me as the yellow line did. As for the DDO series, I managed to get up to level 6, and I did manage to do pretty well in finishing that up, where I managed to go through the Temple of Elemental Evil and found out that, at least when it's on the casual setting, that I can manage to get through it. And in Elder Scrolls Online, I finished up the area in the early parts of the Morrowind area, and I managed to get to the main town finally. But I won't be renewing the series. And of those, very definitely the Lotro series. I've got enough Lotro already in there, and I've already got another one that involves a hunter anyway, so I thought I'll pass up on the Blue Line Hunter, and the experiment reached level 30, and I don't think I'll be going any further on there. I decided to cancel on the golf course also. That's not coming out. It just is, I don't know, it just looks ugly in my opinion, so I've decided I'm not going to worry about that. In the ESO, I'm not much on the Nightblade, which is the class I was playing, so therefore I'm going to be starting up a new series for a new class on that. And thus we have DDO. That is the only component that will be continuing at least for a little while. How long, I'm not sure, but we'll look into that. So let's go into what my plans are for the month of April. I will be continuing with my Bjorning series. The difference here is that I'll now be running the Bjorning 3 days a week instead of 2 days, where I'm hoping to finish up the Eastfold. That is my goal. I should be able to do that and probably able to continue a little bit past that point. As for Minecraft, I'll be starting a new Minecraft series, Minecraft Back to Basics. That's right. I have decided that my big problem I've been having with Minecraft is I keep on coming up with these big, wild projects without actually learning how to build properly. So in Back to Basics, my entire intention there is to learn how to build things that look good, work well together, work well with the terrain, not go in with any preconceptions of this is what I want to build. I want the terrain to speak to me and try to fit in with the terrain, so I don't try to force matters. And also, part of the series is going to be trying to learn how to use redstone, going into the nether, going into the end, all those things that I have been avoiding a great deal in my other series. So that's my main point on this, is to try to learn as much as I can about the Minecraft system, see how long that goes. I expect this series to go for a while, but we will have to see that in the long run. Now as for DDO, I plan to run through the Temple of Elemental Evil Part 2. I completed Part 1 in March, but I had not even ever attempted a Part 2 alone. I have done it once with another person, And whenever you go in with someone else who knows the dungeon reasonably well, they don't learn a thing and they're just going through there once. So this time I'm going to go through there alone and see how well I can learn the dungeon. See if I can manage to survive it, which is going to be the big if on the matter. Yes, I managed to do it with part 1, but let's see how far I get with part 2. Maybe I'll get far enough to have an entire month of this. And then in Elder Scrolls Online, I will be creating a sorcerer and I'll be running in the Covenant area. My first series was in the Elven area. My second one was up in the Nord Pact area, Nord area and Morrowind. And so this time my plan is to go into the Covenant area, Stras Makai, and into Daggerfall and see how things work in that area. And that will be my plans for the Elder Scrolls Online, and I'll be playing a sorcerer. And the sorcerer is the character class that I feel the most comfortable with, so let's see how well I can run a series with the class I work with. And I'll even be using the name Pineleaf Needles for this one, because I think that would be going well with the shape of the staff, which would be my primary weapon for the series. Of course, I will also be continuing along with Bingo Boffin. Now, there is one other matter, and that is that we will soon be having the release of Update 18 for the Lord of the Rings Online, and it's going to be released in only 2 weeks. So because it is coming out pretty soon, I will have to be ready in order to be playing that. Now I'll be starting a new series there, and that will be Pineleaf plays Gondor, Pineleaf and Gondor, and that will be continuing. I'm still trying to figure out the best slot. If DDO turns into a complete disaster and I die in one episode, well then I'll probably take up the DDO slot. Otherwise, I'm going to have to try to see if I could fit it in somewhere. But that's what we are going to have to find out, and that's what I'm going to work out between now and then. But, in summary, we will have 3 days of the Bjorning. We will have Minecraft Back to Basics. DDO, where I will finish up the Temple of Elemental Evil. Elder Scrolls Online, where I will be starting a sorcerer. And then we will have Pineleaf in Gondor, which will be returning with Update 18, which will either be taking the place of DDO if that run goes a little bit faster than I really intended it to, or I will probably be taking one of the Bjorning slots, which means that the Bjorning will be returning to 2 episodes a week until I get into full force with Pineleaf and Gondor, and probably taking up the DDO slot after finishing the temple. But that is what I'm planning for the month of April. Let's see how closely I am able to follow the schedule during the month. I know we have that big question mark with Gondor, but I think overall this looks like a reasonable schedule. And I'll see you then, and this is Pineleaf Needles reminding you to skirmish responsibly.